All right, the Suns are riding high right now. Kevin Durant's playing out of his mind. It's a pretty good time to talk to Kendrick Perkins, ESPN NBA analyst. Obviously played in the league, had a lot of success. Played with Kevin Durant in Oklahoma City. Joins us right now on the Arizona Sports Line. Kendrick, thanks for the time. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Appreciate y'all having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Perk.
All right, Perk, let's just start with the game last night. I saw your tweet about Joel Embiid, and then later on you tweeted that KD must have seen that because KD went off in the second half. What did you see from KD in the second half of that game?
KD being KD. And I say that because I know it sounds simple and just a lazy take, but KD at the beginning of the season, he was balling, and then all of a sudden it seemed like he was trying to take a back seat or trying to sacrifice to let, D-Book and Bradley Beal start to cook. And that's not the reason that KD was traded to Phoenix. That's not why he was bought to Phoenix. He was bought to be that dude. Now, at times, because KD is so efficient, sometimes he could do that where he, first, second, maybe midway through the third, he could let them cook, let them get off, and then all of a sudden he takes over the game. But when KD takes over the game from start to finish, it's so much better for the Phoenix Suns. It's so much better for Frank Vogel. It's so much better for that offense, right? Because what people don't realize is he's one of the most underrated playmakers in the game today for us making guys around him better.
Perk, when do you know? I know that you've been around him an awful lot. You've watched him. But when do you know that Kevin Durant is just going to go off in a game? Is there any type of indicator that you can see from KD?
Oh, yeah. You could tell his level of aggression pick up, meaning he's going to call for the ball differently. He's going to want to push the ball in transition. He's going to search out. He'll even break plays to go and get the ball when he's ready to take over a game. And a lot of people, I get a lot of criticism because, I always say he's the greatest, in my opinion, he's the greatest scorer to ever touch the damn basketball. Like, we'll never see another Kevin Durant, a guy that, has zero flaws offensively that's efficient like that, right? We saw Jordan do it. But outside of that, a guy that shoots perimeter shots, contested twos, contested threes, and to shoot with the efficiency that he does, we haven't seen that. But when you see Kevin Durant, like, searching, breaking plays, clapping for the ball, holding his spot, demanding, that's when he's ready to take over.
We're talking to Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick, when you watch him now, is he different at all than he was when you played alongside him in Oklahoma City?
I mean, he just, no. No. Like, I always, I told this story once about when I first got to Oklahoma, and I used to watch KD, after practice and how he would work on his game and how he would have 3 or 4 coaches sending double and triple teams at him from different angles and him working on getting to his spots and rising up over people and figuring out a way to maneuver through defense to get through his spots with in and outs and, step backs and things to that nature. I think, right now we're just seeing the polished version of Kevin Durant, right? Like, it's just when he's in that zone, everyone that's watching is like, this going in, right? And he believes it's going in. It's just, it was fun to be to share the floor with him. It's even better to watch him, as a fan and just a student of the game.
So, Perk, what do you think of the Phoenix Suns overall based on what you have seen so far? Obviously, right now they got a 6-game winning streak going on, but what do you think about the Suns overall going forward?
Yeah. You know what? I think they're going to be fine. The thing about the Phoenix Suns, the word trust comes to mind, right? And they need to trust Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel, right? Frank Vogel is a hell of a coach. like Frank Vogel knows what the hell he's doing. We're talking about winning the championship with the Lakers, managing so many egos on that team. When you think about Braun, AD, Rondo, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, right? Managing that many egos and being able to get it done. Okay, you think about Frank Vogel and when he was the head coach of the Pacers. The only thing that was in his way was LeBron, D. Wade, and Bosh. And even then, he was on their heels like a pair of socks. And I think the more that KD trusts Frank Vogel, the rest will follow. D. Book will follow. Bradley Beal will follow. Grayson Allen will follow. And I think, the success has been obviously Kevin Durant taking over the game, but I think more so it's just you can start to see the spirit there, right? I would like to see a little bit more out of Nurkic on the defensive side of things, like really, really embracing that defensive role like how Anthony Davis has done, or, guys to that nature where it's like, okay, yeah, like I'm about to be a rim protector, I'm about to be great in the pick and roll, I'm about to do all the little things. And I think he's taking major steps, but, in order for them to get where they're trying to go, and that's the finals, Nurkic is going to be the key, right? Like, you can't play Kevin Durant at the 5 if you have to match up with a Jokic, or you can't play Kevin Durant at the 5 if you got to match up with a Karl Anthony Towns and a Rudy Gobert. You can't play him at the 5 if you got to match up with a Zubac, Plumlee, and like just the physicality. So, I mean, the more that Nurkic is engaged defensively and being a star in his role, and the more that they continue to trust Frank Vogel, the better the Phoenix Suns are going to be. And I think that's been the turning point for them over this 6-game win streak that they're on.
We're talking to Kendrick Perkins. Perk, just wondering about your opinion on, having a big 3 in 2024. Do you think that's still a way to go all the way and win a title?
It's one of the ways, right? Like, you can't be mad at it. I understand a lot of people in the basketball world say, oh, the Phoenix Suns top heavy. Well, their top heavy look pretty damn good. You know what I mean? If you're walking at the beach, the top part look really damn good if you're looking at it, man. So when you think about, just what Bradley Beal and D. Book could bring to the table and how Frank Vogel is still working through it, right? It's still a working process. He could figure out different ways to stagger minutes. He could figure out different ways to play a 2-man game with Devin Booker and KD or Bradley Beal and KD towards the end of games when, it gets down to a possession-by-possession game. So, I just think, like, the Phoenix Suns have underrated pieces. Now, are the young guys that's at the wing position, are they going to continue to grow, right, and continue to be those stars in their roles? That's the key piece. But I tell you what, Grayson Allen, man, he's been balling. And I said this when he was, when he left the Bucks. I said the Bucks are going to miss him, not just because of his spacing, his capability of spacing the floor and knocking down threes and being an offensive threat, but he played with a certain type of tenacity that you just can't teach. He got an edge about himself.
You know what, Perk, you love to talk about physicality. I love listening to you because of that. You have an intensity level and a background in physicality, and it's something that I absolutely, truly enjoy, especially when you're competing at the highest level our species can generate. Did you ever play the blood sport? Did you ever play football?
I did.
When?
I did. Well, actually, I played in middle school and I played my freshman year in high school. And football was actually my first love. I played defensive end. I played defensive
I believe it.
end. And I remember my high school basketball coach came out and he said, look around. You see any other 6'10" guys out here? I was like, I'm the only 6'10" guy in the school. He was like, I advise you to get back up in this gym. And he made me turn in my equipment. So that was the end of that.
But you had a mind for that, right, Perk? I mean, you had a mind for that.
Yeah, but still, down in Texas with, the whole Friday night lights and being able to be a part of that was like, and I actually love football, the contact. But, a lot of, if you look, a lot of the physical players that are around the league, they played football at some point of their life when they were young.
Yep.
It just brings out a different type of physicality and mindset.
Yep.
Perk, this was awesome,
Perk,
man. Thank you.
Love talking to you, buddy.
I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me, and Happy New Year to y'all. I haven't told y'all that because we haven't talked in a while.
Right on, Big Perk.
Right back at you.
Thank you, bro.
It's Kendrick Perkins joining us right there on the Arizona Sports Line. That's some good stuff there. We're going to have to revisit
He's
some
just
of that
got a
stuff later
mentality that I enjoy.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me at all, actually.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.